here. So we're going Tuesday of not this week, but next week to Burundi. So our youngest daughter is adopted from Burundi. So the last time we were there was 8 years ago. And it was kind of a different political situation at that time. So there was some travel warnings. I mean, there's still travel warnings, but we couldn't take our kids and we were in and out pretty quick. So we are taking her back for a heritage trip, which is for adoptive families. Just a place where she can go back and visit her shelter that she was in, which is what they call an orphanage, and just see more of the country because things have changed a little politically, so it's a little bit safer. It's not America. And then in preparing for that, we asked our girls, we said, do you just want to go back and visit, or do you want to go back and do something? Help, serve, and they said that they would, they would be happy to have a structured trip. So we connected with another adoptive family that he has. How long has he been over this? So yeah, like maybe 4 or 5. So he's an adoptive family. They have a sibling group from Burundi. 3 kids. One of them Samuel's age. They actually adopted right before us. We didn't know them at that time, but he kind of started just going back and saying, how can I help? How can I help the shelter that his kids were in? How can I help the communities? And it's really, the Lord has multiplied it and made it this really big organization now. You want to tell them a little bit? No, but it's bigger than him just going to take rice and beans. You want to tell, because you have talked to him a lot. Tell about kind of his heart.
So he's called Our Children International. So Jeremy Adams from Missouri. He's just going there to say, how can I empower the Burundi people to then serve the other people of Burundi? So he's helping find ways to get money in the right places that trustworthy people. So he's got a medical group. He's working on trying to do some training to get the people in Burundi trained up. And just also then one little aspect is, so when an adoptive family comes into the country, you're kind of lost. You're in the white people come to a black community and we don't know what to do. So it's just a little like a care package basket that's like, hey, you're not alone. We're all going through this. So there's many facets that he's working on. But he just wants to go back and empower.
So he works primarily with 3 organizations that are Burundian led. One is Seek and Save Humanity. So Burundi's just like Rwanda, where they've had decades of civil war and violence and corruption and just military oppression. And so Seek and Save Humanity is a Christian organization where Burundians are coming alongside of other Burundians who have walked through war and say Christ can heal and he can redeem and restore. The other organization that he is working with is Jars of Love, which he said is a group of about 30 doctors that are Burundian, and those doctors before graduation came together and said, we have what most people in our country do not have. We have an education and a job. How can we give back? And so he's coming alongside of them. They had been running medical camps prior to him stepping in, but he's working with them to make the medical camps to be able to serve a whole lot more people. And then the third organization that he works with is YWAM, so Youth with a Mission, Burundi. So they have a medical clinic that they run. So of the group that we're going with, 30 are medical doctors and then 30 are volunteers. All of them are giving their time. So yeah, I mean, I love how he has really communicated with us and our girls. Our family's not needed, but we need to be there. So he said that the Burundi people run these medical camps really, really well and really smoothly. And last year they served 5,000 people in 4 days. So that's all. I can't even. When I read that, I was like, that seems like chaos. But he said it's smooth and they know what they're doing, and we'll fill in everywhere. Like Emma's on the media team, and we'll probably like be running water to nurses. I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, I have no idea what we're gonna do, but we're just there to serve.
We're also taking soccer balls, frisbees, and balloons,
Yes.
brace and stuff, because the kids come with their parents and have nothing to do, so either just lay in the grass, sleep,
Yeah.
or do nothing. So we're going to try to interact with the kids.
He said that last year that's a real need he saw, and he's like, well, if you all want to step up and do that, it's like, sure, we can run a soccer game. So that will be 4 days of our 2-week trip, and we'll spend a couple days before the camp and a couple days after, kind of just getting prepared and also decompressing, because he has already told us and the girls that what you're going to see is going to be very difficult, and they're limited in what they can do, and so a lot of times people will come up and they're like, you're beyond our scope. And there's no, they don't, most of these people that we're going to be going to in this area, the pastors have been asking for the last 2 years for this camp to happen. So they've been waiting for 2 years because these people do not have access to medical care at all. And I think Laura had asked the last time we were in here, like what kind of things. So I asked that of the director, and she said that mostly a lot of dental, like tooth removal.
Really?
Because that's a significant, he said that those lines will be, from the moment we open to the moment we close, those lines will be full. A lot of, women health care, because there's just poor hygiene, and they said that a lot of people have just infections. And then they said when they started these camps, they were kind of really surprised, but that like 60% of the people have high blood pressure.
Is that right?
Really?
Which is really interesting, but that really confused me because I was like, they're eating beans and rice. They can't have high blood pressure. But when I started researching it, the stress of war
Yep.
and alcohol and tobacco use alcohol use is a real issue just because of the severe poverty. So not only screening, but then also educating. So that's kind of what they do. And then our Children International that we're going with, has connection with a bunch of shelters, and so we're going to be taking beans and rice, and we're just kind of along for the ride. We'll serve wherever he tells us to serve, but he just wants us to see and get a chance for Samuela to see, because she was raised just in the city, so she's never been in the rural area, so that's going to be good for her.
How old was she when you adopted her?
That's in question. But she's been with us 8 years.
Okay.
So she's been here 8 years.
8 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And she's how old now?
Was it, that's,
They don't
they're
know.
not sure.
She's legally 14, but we gave her that birthday.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, she's been here for 8 years. Yeah.
Where do the patients, where do they stay? Or they just come and go one day?
Yeah, they walk. I mean, yeah.
He said it calls it a clinic, but it's like any open tent or building. It's not really meant for a clinic. It's just
Yeah. I think he said we're meeting in an maybe an old school. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, so it's very open air, because they kind of set up in the area that so we will be going from the city in buses,
about 3-ish hours south.
3 hours south. Last year, apparently, the buses broke down.
Roads in Africa are interesting.
And so it was a 12-hour trip instead of 3 hours. He just let us know that. But he said it was an amazing 12 hours because it's worship. People are singing. Everybody's, doing it together. So.
He does have a Starlink, so he's going to do the media team will be doing it daily.
Yeah,
videos.
which we can send out to you all, the link if you want to check in and see what we're
Oh, that'd be
doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also, because he's trying to also support adoptive families. So there's a family that's in process. They have, they're being matched with their son, and they're actually we're going to go with the Starlink, and there's going to be a communication between the son and the adoptive parents in here. So.
Okay. Oh, that'd be closest. Now, do many people speak English over there, or no?
It's growing.
It's
It's
growing.
mostly French and Burundi.
Okay.
but the younger people are starting to speak more English.
So
The
he
YWAM
said that,
volunteers.
yeah, the YWAM volunteers, he said that he's like, it'll be awful English. He's like, but they will want to talk to you, and they'll be excited to talk to our girls. And it's our family and another adopted family who are also coming back and bringing their 12-year-old son. And then they'll also go visit his.
The big elephant in the room is, of course, the Ebola.
Yes.
How are you taking precautions against it? Is that a real issue in Burundi even? Is
Yeah,
it
so
still
I mean, when we saw that breakout in Uganda, I was like, okay, Lord, you know.
It's right next door.
It's right next door. They share a
Congo,
border,
Uganda.
the Congo. I mean, that's all similar tribes, and there's a lot of like market moving
Yeah.
back and forth. But we prayed, felt at peace. We also talked with the director in Burundi, and the Burundian doctors are not super concerned because the northern border is where Uganda and Congo are. We are going to the southern region, and the poverty is so much that there's not a lot. Burundi has now been proactive. I mean, they're like screening people as they come across the border. It's a risk, but I think it's very, very little. But y'all can pray for our health.
Oh, yes. There's
Is
a
the
given.
government anti-Christian, for-Christian, and is there much
No,
of a
it's-
Christian population?
It's a mostly Christian population.
Oh, really?
Catholic mostly. I would not say, I mean, the government as a whole is very oppressive. So it's acceptable, but there's like, I mean, since I've been tracking Burundi, like there's actually persecution towards non-Catholic pastors, like arresting of Methodist pastors and things like that. So it's Catholic culturally, but not always free. You just have to toe the line, I think.
How big was the team, the entire team that's going? with the
So from
medical
America, it's just 11 of us, but it'll be 70 of us
in
at
total?
the camp.
Okay.
So big. We will be the minority, which we've experienced.
So are y'all planning on taking frisbees and?
Yes.
Are y'all taking donations for that or what?
So our family is raising money for the medical camp. We've paid for all of our own expenses, but the medical camp, I think they said $8 ministers to one person. And they do two things. I forgot to tell you that. So they're doing the medical camp, but they're also, is it 300 couples? Or 300 total, maybe 150 couples. They, the therapy group is doing a couples retreat to talk through trauma to strengthen marriages. So yes, so if you're interested, we do have a little link that we can send out if you're okay with that. If you would like to give, it will go directly to the medical camp, and those funds pay for medicine, the transportation. Like the Burundian fuel has been, the last 5 years there's been a shortage, so they have to buy all the fuel on the black market.
Wow.
This is very expensive. So, food for the volunteers. And he said, he's like, you just get used to like lots of beans, rice, and like linga, right, which is spinach mixed. I was like, it's okay.
Wow.
He said it's amazing. So
Where
they
will
can-
y'all be staying? Do they have some
So,
place where y'all?
we're gonna
at
fly into the
camp?
big city of Burundi. It's called Bujumbura. It used to be the capital. It's a fairly good sized city, so it's a normal motel there. And when we drive south, it'll be, they call it a Swiss camp. So some old Swiss missionaries kind of built a camp. It's totally enclosed, protected, barrier to security, stuff like that. So we'll stay there at night, and then we'll like drive 20-30 minutes to Akamba, and that's where we do the clinic, and then we'll drive back.
Yeah. So that's where the 70 people will stay. Yeah.
When will you leave and when will you return?
We leave June 30th, and we return July 16th.
Okay. Wow.
4 days of travel.
Yeah.
Yes, it
How
is.
did y'all find out about the adoption there and why, what brought y'all to that?
that's a total God story. It's very long, and I don't want to take Clay's time, but Noel and I always felt like we were supposed to adopt. We thought we were kind of going to adopt a sibling group when our girls were older and out of the house, but just some different things kind of lined up, and we felt very clearly that it was time to adopt now. 10 years ago. And we looked into private adoption. I was not willing to do foster adoption because we have many friends that did that, and just the struggle with the drugs and all of that, the exposure. And this program was actually brand new in Burundi, and we were willing to take an older child. And so just after prayer, we felt at peace that was where we were supposed to adopt from. So if you know Samuel, she's an amazing young lady. She's just amazing. And she came to us loving Jesus. I mean, loving Jesus. So we just feel really grateful, because not every story has been like ours. There's been some kids that have come from Burundi with really significant behavior problems.
How does Samuela feel about going there?
I think it's mixed. I think she's excited and joyful. I think there's also a lot of hard emotions, because she came out of some pretty tough stuff. And so, I mean, as you all think of our family, just pray just that the Holy Spirit is near to her. I see the Holy Spirit's presence in all of this. I'll even, this last week stuff has come up, and she's been able to share some stuff. And God is orchestrating this to help heal her heart. Adoption is hard. There's always loss. We always tell her, we joke with her, we're like the fourth best for you. Right? Your first best would obviously have been her birth mom or birth family or community, and we're your fourth best. Any other questions?
Wow.
We're excited. I'm a little nervous though.
It's okay, you're like,
I
so
know.
how many of y'all are?
From our family?
Yeah, how many?
So 5 of the 6 of us. Our oldest daughter couldn't join us. She's working, as a young adult does.
Or should.
Or should, yeah, that's right, yeah. And so our other 2 young adults, because they're still living at home, are able to come, and they really prioritize this, like, have saved and worked, and because we told them you're paying your own way. So they were so excited to come with us. So it'll be 5 of us. So.
Blessing.
God is really working.
Yes, and I do see it, because a year ago we didn't even know about this organization. So I'm just excited to see how God, with us, because we're connected with a bunch of other Burundian families, my hope would be they would be able to go back and serve in the same way.
It's okay.
Because I think it's beautiful for someone to be able to give back. It'll be good for her, because she wants to be a nurse someday.
Oh.
It'll be great for her to.
Samuela?
Yeah, she's very interested. I mean, she can change her mind, but
Yeah.
she said that since she was little. So I think it'll be good for her to be able to interact with Burundian doctors and nurses and see how they are serving their fellow people.
So does she remember the language? Will she be able to?
So that's a great question. She's been in language tutoring all year in preparation for this trip. She came to us only knowing Kirundi and Swahili. Think about that.
Yeah.
I can't believe.
My word.
So if you talk to her,
Yeah.
she's only known English for 8 years. So it kind of went dormant, but she was old enough that it's there. I'm pretty sure that once she gets immersed, it's going to come out. Because even her tutor, who's Congolese, would be like, you just spoke Swahili. So it would, the more she interacted with her tutor, the more things kind of came up. So yeah. My hope is that she can communicate well.
Take along interpreter.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have a real interpreter, but yeah, she's been working hard all year trying to get that language back. So.
Thank you.
Thank
Send
you.
us, if we can communicate you in any way while you're over there with your videos or something, that'd be great. If you send us
Yeah, we'll share the link. I think it's the Archon International Facebook page is going to be the main one, so we'll share that.
Yeah. And thank you all for your prayers
Yeah.
and your interest and your love of Samuela. She's a delight.
She is a delight.
She
She's such a server.
She does. She has
Yes.
such a servant heart. Yeah.
All right.
So
Guys,
back to John.